Good morning, everyone. It's been a little while since I've done a bit of a day in the life, but things have just been kind of chaotic with the business and just kind of juggling everything all at once. And not to mention, we leave for the trip in like 12 days, I think, and I haven't really organized anything, which is very unlike me. I'm the organized one in the couple, and Jazz is like the easy breezy, go with the flow guy, but I actually want to get my suitcase out and start packing because I always do like a bit of a pre-pack. I feel like there's two kinds of people in this world. There's like the last minute packers who just seem to have no anxiety about doing that. And then there's people like me that I'll do a full pre-pack. I'll kind of plan everything out. I've got a packing list, and then I will do a repack just before I leave because I'll kind of like cull things so it weighs less and whatever. I can just kind of double check what I've got or plan outfits and all of that. So that is definitely on my agenda. I know that I've got a really good packing list I wrote forever ago, and I always just recycle it for trips, but it's obviously been about 4 years now since I've been overseas. So I'm going to dig that up out of my inbox and transfer it over to Notion, which is where I've set up the page with all of our plans for like the kind of itinerary, like hotel details, flights, blah, blah, blah. And that kind of made it really easy for me to share it with Jazz and his friends that are coming and all of that kind of stuff. So it's all very exciting, all very positive stuff. And it honestly could not come at a better time because it is so gloomy, cold and windy in Melbourne at the moment. So I am hanging for a tan and some sunshine and just some time off. So I think it'll be really nice to just get out in some warm weather. But I have just washed my sheets, so I need to take them to the laundromat to dry them because I actually don't own a dryer. I just don't really need one. I don't really use it, and yeah, there's one right across the road from me, so it's pretty easy to just run them over there. And I also had a couple of packages come in, and one of them I actually really want to show you guys because it's this activewear that I get off Amazon, and it is so unbelievably cheap. I would say it's like a Lorna Jane dupe, and there are so many good pieces in there. So I've got a couple of them sitting over there which I need to try on, so I might grab them out and show you, and then I need to run off and dry the sheets because I have a couple of things I want to do. I'm kind of tempted to like go to the chemist and start picking out things that I can put together, like I don't know, like the little medicine bag, and get some travel bottles for my shampoos and conditioners and all of that sort of stuff. But if there's any essentials that you think I'm missing, let me know because it has seriously been a little while. And I also have a fun Kmart hack that I want to do today. So I did buy something from there the other day, and I've been meaning to do a DIY with it. So I'm definitely going to do that in today's vlog as well. So let's get moving. Also, I moved this print out of my bedroom and I popped it over here above the coffee machine, and I just think it looks really cute. So absolutely the perfect place for that, just to add a little bit of something to my wall in the kitchen where it was otherwise pretty plain. I just picked up a parcel from my lobby, and I'm hoping this is what I think it is because for my birthday this year, which is literally 2 days before we leave, I asked my parents if they would get me an air tag so I can pop it in my luggage, because obviously I've seen a few people have luggage and things go missing, and I certainly didn't want that to be me. So I thought, you know what, it kind of makes sense to get one, and that is what it is. So perfect. I'm glad this came in time because it's been saying it was going to get delivered for like the last 5 days, and I kind of just gave up, and today's Friday. So I guess they did make it by the week, but just every single day I was like, should I be sitting around for this? Because if people leave stuff in our lobby, I've actually had parcels stolen before, and there's pretty much nothing anyone can do about that except either the place hopefully will replace your stuff. So anyway, this is what I got. Just the single classic air tag and the little white Belkin sort of holder for it as well. So I just thought that would look nice as a little combo, but apparently you have to charge them. So I guess I will see. That's what it looks like, and that's the little holder. This holder was only $20, I think, and the air tag was $50. So just goes to show you don't always have to get the most bougie, expensive version of the holder. I think they even had some Amaze ones, which were like probably hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So this one is just fine for me. I always prefer kind of white neutral stuff anyway, and it just means I'm going to be easily able to see it. So I'll spend a little bit of time and set that up, but I'm very glad to have this for travels. All right, let me show you these pieces because you need them in your life. They are so affordable and really beautiful material as well. So you're just gonna have to trust me on that because I know you can't feel them through the screen, but these are like butter. They're called the Butterlux material, and it is just so beautifully soft soft and exactly the kind of material that I prefer in activewear. So I'll show you what the brand is called, and I'm going to link all of the items in the description box down below if you want to shop them. So that will be in the description box, but this is it. It's called CRZ Yoga, and like I said, I just found them on Amazon, and I've been kind of getting into Amazon a little bit lately just because they even do same day delivery sometimes. So depending on where you're shopping from, you can always find things, but I wanted to get a couple of grey activewear items because I'm literally always wearing black and I need to step outside my comfort zone and mix it up a bit so I'm not just constantly in black coloured items. So I picked 3 grey and 2 blacks just as some updates to a couple of basics and things. So I'll run you through the 5 pieces that I've got. This is the first piece, which is called the Butterluxe Sports Bra in Gull Grey, and I did get a couple of different colours throughout the greys so you can see which ones you prefer, but this is a really nice kind of smoky light grey, and it is in the most beautiful fabric. It's really going to remind you of a lot of the high-end sportswear brands. So I'll pop in a couple of clips of me trying it on, but basically I really liked this because it has quite thick straps on it and a really nice supportive elastic band in the underbust, and the branding on the back is extremely minimal as well. It also has removable cups so you can take them out, but I genuinely prefer to leave the padding in there just so I feel like I've got a little bit more coverage. Next up, I wanted to get another pair of shorts, and I know they always look so tiny, but they are very stretchy and they fit really nicely and don't kind of roll up when you're wearing them. So these ones are the Butterluxe Yoga Short in Tornado Grey, and again, really nice thick supportive waistband, nice seams on them that don't kind of dig into you or anything at all, and I just really loved this color. I think this is probably my favorite color, and I might actually get the matching sports bra for this as well because I've really been wanting a beautiful gray set. Next up are these Butterluxe 25-inch gym leggings, and these ones are in the color Dark Carbon. So yet again, they're really stretchy. So just for reference, everything that I've got is in a size small, and I would say a small is suitable for an Australian 8 to 10. So if you're in between sizes, you'd be totally fine with a small, but there is a really great size range and tons of different colors in each one of these pieces as well. But something I really liked about these is the pockets on the side of them. I think that's a really cool feature if you're going for a walk and you want to chuck your keys or phone or something in the pocket. But yet again, just really beautiful material, super soft and stretchy, and a beautiful color. I also got the exact same leggings in black. So yet again, these are the Butterluxe 25-inch leggings in the black color, and that's just because you can never go wrong with a staple pair of gym tights, and I just think these are absolutely perfect. They do come in a couple of different lengths as well if you're someone who prefers full length or cropped, so just something to consider. And with that, I also got a tee because I've already got a sports bra from them when I purchased previously, so I thought I would just get this really nice blacked crop t-shirt, and it's really loose fitting in a nice breathable kind of cotton, and this one is called the Pima Cotton Top in black, and I also got that in a size small. So just the perfect gym crop to throw on if you're wanting a little bit more cover, or maybe just for those cooler days when you're getting around the gym and you're just doing weights, so you're not really kind of working up a sweat. But I absolutely love the CRZ yoga range. I think they have such great activewear, and it is really affordable, but in super high quality materials. So definitely give it a go. I'm going to leave all of the links in the description box down below, but enjoy and let me know what you think because I just know you're going to love it. I'm going to head out now to my local Bunnings in Hawthorne and I'll get some paint mixed up. So I'm kind of thinking of a nice green color, maybe like a sagey or a heritage sort of green, but I'll just see what's there because you can pretty much get a sample pot of paint of anything, which is great. And it usually sort of costs between $5 and $10. So I'll update you guys and take you with me. All right, I'm back. I've changed into something warmer and I'm ready to show you my things, but I also had an Amazon delivery come while I was out, and this is just a replacement for something I already had. So it's just a little milk frother. If you don't have one of these, this is life-changing when you're making stuff that's powdery. So when I make my matcha at home, I can't like really get the powder to mix in properly if I just stir it with a spoon. So I got one of these little electric little egg beater things, and It is so handy. I think this was maybe like $18 or something. I'll try and link it down below. Remind me if I don't. But I just wanted it in a nice white color because my old one died. I've had it for a really long time. And to be fair, I didn't really take care of it that much. It was just kind of jammed in the drawer with all the other utensils. So that is what you get. It randomly has like a little egg whiskey beater thing, but I mean, I guess it might be all right actually for doing eggs. So I suppose if you wanted to do scrambled eggs or something, you could use this as a mini whisk, but it's rechargeable, so it doesn't take any batteries, which is always my preference for things around the home. So you're not constantly buying and wasting money on extra batteries for all those little devices. But pretty much this little whiskey bit just plugs into the top here. There we go. And that's it. So you can just do that to whisk up your drinks, and it's got a couple of different speeds as well. And hopefully, yeah, if I hold it, it'll just stop. So anyway, picked up a plant randomly just because that kind of always happens when you stumble on into Bunnings. So I got a snake plant, or these ones are also called mother-in-law's tongue. It was not the cheapest, I guess, for the size in my opinion, but it was $20, and I just thought, you know what, I have a lonely little pot out on my balcony that's been needing a plant to go in it, so I thought this would be perfect. And I know they're quite hardy as well, so it will definitely be able to survive the brutal Melbourne temperatures, and particularly while I'm away on holidays as well. So I'll pot that up. And then of course I got what sorry, I'm like getting over being sick from the other week, so I've still got a bit of a throat tickle, but I got my sample pot of paint and I'm super happy with that. So in the end, it was $7, and this is the code of it in case you're wondering after I end up painting it, but it is the green spruce color from Dulux, and I just thought it looked really nice. Hopefully it's been mixed up properly and looks the exact same as the little samples you would have seen that I was holding earlier. And then I also just found a paintbrush for like $1.25. So all in all, I didn't spend too much. I was very good, and I'll show you what I'm actually going to be painting. So I bought these from, well, I bought one from Kmart the other day, which I've already got a candle sitting in, but I don't really like it. And I actually wanted to get two, so they'd be a little bit of a set. So this is it. It's the pink tapered candle set from Kmart. And I've also got a yellow one, which is like a different shape. But basically they're like these glass colored candle holders. And I'll take it out and show you. It does come with two candles, which I probably won't end up using, to be honest, because they're just colors that don't suit my interiors here. But I wanted it for the candle base because it was so cheap, and I thought it would just be absolutely perfect as a DIY because it's probably the same price if you thrifted it or something as well. But if you're someone with a more colorful house, I'm sure you would think this is very cute. It's very on trend for the times. But for me, I use a lot of green kind of colors around home. So I was thinking if I paint it up in that Dulux spruce kind of color, it'll just transform it to looking a little bit more modern, and I kind of like the matte kind of finish of paint instead of something see-through like this. So that's the plan. Sorry for all the noise. So I've got two of those, and then it comes with these little spiraled tapered candles, but they don't really feel very good quality at all, to be honest. And sometimes I worry about burning these kind of things in case they're like bad for you. So I'll probably not keep those, but let's get straight on to doing this little DIY because I'm super excited to see how it turns out. Next thing on my list is doing that travel packing list, which I need to find on my old emails. I'm pretty sure it'll be there somewhere, and then I'm going to update my whole Notion with it. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'll show you when I'm done so that you can get some ideas if you're doing it as well. But I'm always happy to just make it into a template and share it if you're a Notion user, or even if you're not, you should get onto it because I only use the free version. There is definitely a more advanced paid version, but you don't really need it if you're just doing personal stuff. So that is the plan, and then I'm going to make some lunch. Okay, so here's a little snapshot of Jazz and I's travel plans. So I popped on the packing list a couple of things to do before leaving, which is organizing global roaming on my phone, because you never want to get stung with that. It's happened to me before, especially when you're just in those transitional airports like Dubai or something like that along the way. But obviously we just have a direct flight to LA this time. I've also got to get a travel money card, or at least organize myself some USD. I'm pretty sure in Mexico it was all done in USD, but I can't quite remember. I also want to print my tickets, itinerary and travel insurance, and I usually pop those with my passport and a pen. I've got an ETSA visa for the American entry, and let me tell you, that was not fun this time because I've been to Cuba in the past and they don't really like that anymore in America. So it did take a little bit longer for mine to get reviewed and approved, but it's all good now, thankfully. This is a late lunch for me. It's literally 2 p.m. and I'm starving, but I wanted to make this egg bake because it's a little bit of meal prep for the rest of the week, because then I can just pop it away in some containers and reheat it for my breakfast. So I'm going to preheat the oven now, and then I need to grab out all the ingredients, but I'll screenshot this and pop it on the screen in case you want to have a look at all the ingredients and make it for yourself. It's just from the nutrition section on the Form app, because I'm now doing the 14-day Power Pilates challenge, which I'm going to start before I leave, and then I'll be able to do it when I'm away, because the first accommodation we're in has a gym, which will be great. So I'm just going to grab everything out now and then we can make this together. All right, these are my ingredients. I've got a green bell pepper, I've got some chicken sausages, an onion, brown onion that is. I've got 8 eggs, some spray olive oil, some onion powder, unsweetened organic almond milk, and spinach. So all of that is going to get combined in a big bowl, and then I'm going to transfer it over into here and bake it in the oven. So first things first, I need to cook up some of those chicken sausages so that I can then cut them up to put through the mix. Okay, that's the mixture for the egg bake all ready to go in the oven. It actually looks really nice. It's kind of a bit of a weird recipe, if you will, just because it's like sausages thrown into an egg mash, but it's basically just about getting in protein, lots of greens, and some healthy fats to really start the day off properly. So I'm going to bake that now, and when I take it out and cut it up, I'll show you. I've just taken the egg bake out of the oven now, so I ended up putting it in for 25 minutes at 200 degrees because I did do 20 minutes, and when I went and pulled it out to check, it just didn't really look quite cooked yet. So definitely cooked now. It's got a nice little bit of browning on the top, so I'm just going to let that cool down, then I can chop it up and pop it in some containers. So this is how the candle DIY turned out. I'm so happy with these, and I'm really in love with the sage green color I chose. I think it's absolutely perfect for this project, and they just are such a gorgeous addition to my home, and definitely a great way to upcycle and save on buying something super expensive, but just find the exact item you like and do a little bit of a DIY on it so it suits your own personal style. That's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you really enjoyed. I've got a ton of work I need to get done this afternoon now for my business, but it's been really nice spending the day with you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.